Hello, my Gemini friends. Guiding Halo here. This is going to be your full moon reading for March 18th. All right. Lots of displaced energy I'm feeling. So I think it's because you feel like you're in an in-between scenario. Not sure what to do. Been waiting for advice, waiting for the divine to show you, waiting for things to show up. All of that sort of energy. So we have Draft Spirit. See the big picture. So if you've been waiting for things to show up, there's something to do with divine timing here about building that solid foundation. I'm telling you, you're going to reach very high. You're going to step very high, and you're going to see how all the patterns fit. But the divine's got to take you to a place where you can see the bigger picture. If you've been going up in the air, trying to fight, trying to make things the way they are, trying to build, trying to all of these... put all of this energy into certain things. The divine is saying you need to keep it simple. There's something very simple. Get into meditation. Get into this energy of clarity, of putting everything out of your mind. Meditation would really help you guys. I really feel that way. There's been a lot of airy energy. It's like you're carrying so many little detailed oriented things around you that in some way, shape, or form very well may be keeping you small. Small is the energy I just got. Keeping you to the point where you feel small. I feel like your head is so in the mundane. A grand symphony. Oh, wow. This is what's happening. You see, I don't know if any of you are musicians out there, but this grand symphony that you have been on in your life, there's something here, a cycle that you're about to wrap up, okay? And as you're wrapping up this cycle, it's kind of like a, how do we say? You're starting to see the bigger picture and why everything has played into everything the way it's played into it. As you start to see the bigger picture, you start to see how it could have been simpler, how things could have been different. Also, you start to see how you would not have changed a damn thing. Because if it had not happened the way it had, it wouldn't play a huge part in a symphony. A symphony has many different parts coming together, many different people coming together, many circumstances, situations coming together in order to bring this beauty, in order to bring this whole thing together that creates a music unlike any other. So the divine is telling you that they are doing this in your life. Keep things simple. Keep your days simple. Try and get out of this energy of needing to make things happen. I don't think you've been feeling like you've been heard, because there's something about prayers here. The divine wants you to know that they are hearing your prayers. And if something is not exactly showing up the way you'd hoped it would show up, or coming into your life the way you would hoped it had, it is going to happen, but it may not look for you the way you expect it to look. Okay, it's going to look a little different, and that's a good thing, because if it showed up the way you wanted it to exactly, you would not have the fullness in the whole symphony of things, or be able to affect as many people, or be able to show yourself, or be able to create properly, or all of these things, if it's going to show up the way you want it to. You're like, well, it is simple. All it needs to do is this, but the divine allows you to be here to co-create, so you affect many people, so that everything you do, everything you say affects many, many people. It can't just be, it's never just about the moments that you see right in front of your face, and it's never just about you. It's always about everybody. It's about how you use your energy to affect your children, how you use your energy walking down the street to say hi to somebody. There's so many things that you don't understand the value of yourself. Okay? You don't believe possibly in the value of yourself. The fact that you are here and you exist on this planet is for divine reason. How you feel perhaps has chosen you, not the other way around. A lot of people walk around saying, I don't know why this happens. I don't know why I'm this type of person. I don't know why I try to change. Did you ever stop to think that God is using you exactly as you are, exactly in the moment that you are, for exact divine reason, and that your prayers are answered simply just because you're you? Perhaps not, but they're asking you to. They're asking you to really take that into consideration. All right. Let's pull a tarot card on each one of these and find out a little bit more in depth. Tell me about seeing the bigger picture. Seeing the bigger picture, third eye awakening, been in hanged man mode, trying to ask the divine for clarity. Look at this, as trying to see the bigger picture. This here we have third eye, right here, awakening, okay? Here we have your covering your third eye. It's like it's being covered, but did you stop to think that it's for divine reason? The divine will chop you out of this hangman tree when it's absolutely sufficiently time to do so. Perhaps some of you are trying to start a new business, trying to build something, being very passionate about it, trying to have the courage, the strength, the whichever it is to move forward with it, the passion, like the drive. There could be somebody you're dealing with in July that's a big deal for you. I don't know why I got July, being this is Leo, but it's the ruby, the color of the ruby here. Perhaps you're waiting for something to come about in July. The divine would like you to keep it simple and trust that the bigger picture will show you itself when it's time. That's what that's about. The King of Wands here is the entrepreneurial energy. I think you're afraid that someone's going to burst your bubble if you step outside of yourself and offer up something. But the divine wants you just to keep it simple and understand that you are you for a reason. Whether you go into a meeting and you fumble things up, or you go into a relationship and you fumble things up, it doesn't mean that you've done something wrong. Perhaps it means that there was just a lesson to learn. You learned the lesson, you move on, and you start to realize how each moment in your life has brought about this higher perspective, and starting to see how the grand symphony of things all comes together. Five of Cups. Yeah, well, I'm not seeing the positive in that, Halo. No. This grand symphony, it's all part of the life. Well, I'm not seeing the positive in that right now. I'm telling you, because I'm grieving. I got this sadness about things that have fallen away, things that have fallen apart. My prayers were not answered. Actually, they were. Divine does not leave you sitting there with unanswered prayers. If your prayers have not come about the way you expected them to come about, here's an idea. When you pray, start praying for what is the highest good for everyone to come about, not for the highest good of just for you. There's a huge amount of faith and a huge amount of trust that needs to go into, for one, believing who you are and why you're here. Two, bringing about a level of new understanding for you. Three, your prayers totally need to be in gratitude and thankfulness. Do we ask God for the things we want? Do we ask divine for the things we want? Sure we do, but do we get to choose how divine makes them show up in our life? No. So we don't ask divine to whatever. We ask divine to come along and help us see how our prayers have been answered, because I guarantee you they have. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands coming out on here. This is really honing in on your money, your finances, hoping, dreaming, praying, possibly about a Virgo, Taurus, a Capricorn, seeing your ships come in with a certain person or a certain energy. This energy of the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who focuses on finances, focuses on money, builds a business perhaps, much like this person. Perhaps you're looking for your match in business. Perhaps you're looking for your match in many ways in your life. And you're wondering if that is simply ever going to happen. Because, you know, I've been praying. Oh, yeah, I get the whole grand symphony thing. Yeah, I get seeing the bigger picture. There's something that you're not seeing about yourself that is the bounty. You yourself are the bounty in this life, simply because you're here, simply because you breathe. Let's get a postcard from Spirit, shall we? See what Spirit has to say to you today. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything or else nothing will get done, be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary, delegate responsibility to another, and ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, enmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra: I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Loving you so much. So keep it simple. Understand that you don't have to figure out everything. If you're grieving because you don't see how everything's going to move forward or things have ended, it's all part of the grand symphony of life. We don't get to a place of healing or a place of bounty and beauty and our ships coming in unless we go through and do the work. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And how beautiful was it that our parents came about and taught us that, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. People say, well, in order to manifest, you just got to put your energy out there in a beautiful way. And okay, so then are you putting your energy out there in a beautiful way, or are you trying to control the situation? I love you guys. I hope this resonates. Blessings to you.